So, I've been playing the pre-sequel lately. And I've been experimenting with the grinder. Wow, that's pretty. I like the concept of the grinder, except for the randomness aspect of it. I like the fact that you can pay moonstones to get a more guaranteed result, but the end result is still random. At least it seems to be. Yeah, it's random. I was just trying to recall a memory of any semblance of a pattern. Like, let's say you put all Malawan guns into the grinder, you get a result that's a Malawan gun. Well, that's not how it works. The make and model will be random. So, the manufacturer doesn't matter, the component types don't matter.
Who are your leaders? Who makes the decisions that will most affect your
At least they don't appear to.
Before you answer, Atlas. The best defense is not a good offense. It's a good defense. So get yourself a shield. How'd you get right now?
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
One time I put 2 Jerichos and a Calipine into the grinder. All green label. And I ended up with a blue label Droog. Cryo Droog. With a Jacob stock, a Hyperion grip, and a Hyperion scope. Awesome result. Hey. That's a much better fire rate than the one I had before. Hmm. 170. I still think I'm going to go with this. I'm becoming a proper doll man.
Come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out. I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
Oh, what does the word Senshu mean? As in Omega Senshu?
If I can't find you what you need,
He's shooting questions, not gun later.
Hello, gorgeous.
Pleasure to be doing
Always
business.
something new. Visit all our convenient
If I can't find you what you need,
Both of my bricks already have something like that. Monster kill.
Give me a shout if I can help
If you
you.
need healing, step right up.
Is there something you need?
I think I might hold out for a blue label pangolin sheep. Or ancient.
Do not take up arms to fight the oppressors. You must leave the fighting to us when our schedule will permit your defense. If you are stabbed, control the bleeding as best you can. If you find yourself bitten, walk it off. We will protect you.
Typical incompetent bureaucracy. I like this type of site. It's on a vent rib. Not so much a rail, more like a vent rib. Comparable to the pistol sight that's like that. Met. Still looking for a dull combat rifle that fits my specs. We'll accept any combat rifle. Since I'm going for a doll loadout, I'd prefer doll, but I'll accept Hyperion. Since it's just I've been doing the Hyperion thing for long enough. I'm coming across all this great doll gear. See, it's a good thing I came here. Ended up with this. And that has inspired me to go for an all-doll loadout. At least on the left side. And by left side, I mean the 4 weapon slots.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered.
Still keeping that Jake Matador. Oh, before I sell that, let's see how it compares to my trusty ancient sheep. I can go ahead and retire that ancient shield, since this completely outmoves it. Oh. That's right, I forgot. Or did I forget that I had a double anarchy already? No, I didn't forget that I had one already, but for some reason I was thinking I had already sold this. See, I like the higher damage, but the fire rate is just too low.
If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
Yeah. Okay. Now to go get stuff done. Back to the subject of the grinder. Imagine if you could disassemble weapons and assemble the components to your liking. There'd have to be stipulations, of course. Like, they'd have to be the same level, same label color, and if you were mixing and matching parts from 3, then should you be able to keep 3 reassembled weapons? Or would you only be able to select one of them and you'd have to trade the other 2 in?
Hi there.
Those guns absorb a lot of recoil, allowing you to stay
Cobalt.
accurate throughout the fight.
I like
Advance here.
the look of the cobalt material type. I am interested in level 40 or better
Better gun today.
SNS Ranger class mod. Guess it could be a TDOR also, since it would be the same level. Anyway, I just think the SNS one is prettier to look at. brought the Thanatos along.
My runner may not look like Bush Bride or anything, but she'll get you there.
It's not like I'm going
Catch a
for
ride. Catch a ride.
full bore doll allegiance. Either of these colors, the desert camo or the forest or jungle camo, are doll-like.
We're going too slow.
That's a Roland mobile right there.
Doll makes guns for professional works. They're heavy, accurate, and effective, assuming you're strong enough to hold one.
I don't like stockless rifles.
Get away!
That tore right through my shield. Granted, I did get right up in his face because I was hoping for a lethal strike.
The SMS philosophy is tech plus ammo capacity equals I win.
For the love of piss! Just a moment. I'm back. I was just thinking about something. I'm wearing my Jacob's hat. But I'm using a mostly doll loadout. Maybe I should get a doll hat to wear when I'm not wearing my Jacob's hat. I think if I got another Borderlands themed article of clothing, spastic little gremlin, it would probably be a Malawan hoodie. Head crab wannabe. I wish all these scythed creatures posed more of an actual threat. So they could be more than just a mere annoyance. Also, why is it that your melee strike only counts as a strike in the center of your view and not all across the area that your blade covers as you swipe? These things could not possibly be any more annoying. Don't feel like dealing with it. Take out the little bitches, Blood, please. Or not. I'll take out the big ones. Oh, what's wrong with me? How did a shot from a level 50... Oh, never mind. At that range, with this type of shotgun, I expect more. With this shotgun, with this barrel, Type 3 barrel, Type 4 cylinder, and it's a doll, and it's a level 50... Wait, why didn't I just drive down here? Because that phone call screwed up my thought process. Maybe I should leave my phone off when I'm doing Let's Plays. Shouldn't have to jam this shotgun into whatever it is you have for a face. I'm so sick of the fact that enemies can actually jump over your blade as you're... I know to rectify that problem, all I have to do is look up slightly. Not too many years ago, well, actually it was over a decade ago or thereabouts, I left my phone off all the time because I got sick of people calling me to waste my time talking about mundane malarkey that had, it was just, I don't know, I've gotten better at tolerating that over the years. I mean, not that that phone call was the mundane malarkey. I'm talking about the ones from a decade ago, when people would just call me and talk my ear off for 45 minutes about the most inconsequential Bravo Sierra. That's not what this phone call was. It's just... What? I'm not antisocial. I'm not antisocial just because I prefer talking about how did I miss that? It's just no one ever wants to talk about the kinds of things that I want to talk about. I always have to Oh. Okay, that was nifty. Never mind. It just gets old after a while. If you're an INTJ, you already know what I mean without my having to explain it to you. You INTPs out there probably agree with me too. There's an art to small talk. Video game logic. There's no obstacle there, but just because of the shape of this Fraggle Rock garbage heap, minus the face. Always the video game logic. More big ones, less small ones. See how I'm intentionally aiming off to the side slightly? How did I miss that? And have you ever been around, this is a related topic, have you ever been around people who can't stay focused on a movie or TV show? If you get together with your friends and you watch a movie or TV show, whatever, and they're constantly talking, but they're not talking about what's going on in the show. They're talking about any other random thing. And then after the show, you say something to them like, what did you think of when this character did this? And they all went here, and there was this pattern of events that was happening, and it reminds me of thus and so. And they're like, what? When did that happen? And so you're like, we were watching the same show, right? INTJ moment. Why am I hiking instead of driving? It's not like Morty needs to lose weight. Put some meat on them bones.
Jacob's guys do one thing really well. Power. And honestly, what else do you need?
Notice how the colors I chose for him are a mix of Hyperion Doll, maybe Pangolin, and I guess the blue would be Malawan-esque. Ruckus. Only 5? See, I think it should be at least 15 or maybe 20. Why only 5? When do you encounter only 5 spider ants? I've seen better. Not bad. For level 40 green, I would expect it to do just a bit more damage. Even with basic parts. Remember in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when the character Ron refers to Auntie the Ant as a baby. That ant was an adult female worker. A baby ant is a grub, a larva, which does not resemble the adult in form or physiology. Also, scorpions don't hunt ants. Even the mighty scorpion retreats ants are on the march. An army of ants can eviscerate a scorpion. I've been looking for a ranger, but I want a 5-line purple. Good capacity for a 40 blue. A blue 40. Ugh, still congested. Always congested. Couple more puke piles. And yes, I will be getting some use out of this. I want to find a situation where I can really get some good use out of it. And this too, of course. Doll man.
Hi there.
Buggers. It's a pun, you see.
Hello! There are new missions available at the middle of nowhere bounty board.
Yes, I was quoting Sir Hammerlock.
Lad, you don't need to be a better shot. You just need to shoot more bullets. Step right up. Who knows what you're gonna find in the vault? Make sure you pack it.
Oh, gotta take care of that first, but before I do that, since there isn't too much time, only a couple of minutes left till the next shop, the changeover of inventory, I should at least check this one.
Here is always the way to go.
Never did like the Wildcat. Not really a lot of dull legendaries that I
Want
like.
to make it bigger boom? Buy a better mod. I got all kinds. If you need healing, step right up.
Is it possible for there to be a double anarchy version of the Wildcat? That might be worth using. Check the shops before I talk to Helena.
400% more awesome. Also, torque doesn't make the guns out of freaking wood.
Terrible accuracy. This would be perfect if it had an 18-round mag.
Torque combines good damage,
Battle
high
code.
rate,
Oh,
and recoil reduction into one lethal weapon.
I've already got a Hellfire, and it's parted better than this one. This has two things wrong with it. A Type 1 scope and a 12-round mag. If it had a Type 2 sight, or better, and an 18-round mag, it would get bought. But you just can't give... Ugh.
The power of the gods in your hands.
A Stomper. But it has a Type 1 scope. It's got 18-round mag and everything. It's got a Type 4 barrel. 240 damage. Beautiful. Type 1 receiver, but I can work with that. But that worthless magnifying lens of a scope ruins it.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun. Remember, you can always...
I only have two stipulations
Come right in. Talk to you later.
for combat rifles of any type, Stomper or otherwise, and that is that they have an 18-round mag
Yes?
and a Type 2 sight or better.
This vault discovery could be the very thing we need to revitalize this settlement.
Hold on to that optimism. You know what, though?
The SMS philosophy is tank plus ammo capacity
I do like this.
equals I win.
Excellent. I think these both have... What is that, a Type 4 or a Type 5 barrel? video game logic. Seriously. That gets so tiresome. Chill out.
What do you want? Spit it out.
Let's see what a fire rate of 9 is like. Pretty good. 92.8 accuracy. Excellent. Oh. I'm not going for a dull allegiance or anything. It's not like this is an allegiance run. If only I could take the spike off that and put it on this. Since I'm using Gunslinger, and see how well this level 40 S&S machine pistol works with this level 40 S&S Gunslinger comp. Deadly, loaded, relentless. Deadly. Yeah, no, I don't have my skills spec'd in an optimized pattern, but I still like 5-line purples. Okay. I will. Let's see. Middle of I think I'll do these. Battle Cobra. Is it going to be well parted? Of course not.
It's hard to see new opportunities with old equipment. Upgrade is here.
Should I? More fun toys to play around with. Another, how many is it? I don't like elemental combat rifles. Hey, not urban. No. That is a good SMG. Another one that fails to meet my standards. My standards are not all that stringent.
Time for a nice relaxing drive.
Another Hellfire. That's a pretty good one. So is the one I've already got. So, going to stick with the one I've got.
You like that?
This would be perfect with a sniper con. Specifically an ammo regen sniper con.
to have overcome my inability to leave. This will be my last recording before I scatter the echo recordings as far as I can. My echo recorder has clearly gone crazy, and if I'm not careful, I too might go insane. I will come back and resume my research when I have rid myself of this two-timing recorder. This is Patricia Tannis, signing out.
Have rid myself? Is that the right way to phrase that? Shouldn't it be have ridden myself? I've never liked how you can't identify what icons are when you're in a vehicle. It's just too hard to see. And the icon doesn't appear above it. So, the first time I used the word icon was the wrong word. What I meant to say was, you can't tell what you're looking at because there is no icon. See?
Day 616. Sometimes I wish I had never been given this assignment and never come to Pandora. Doll has asked me to leave. The transmission said it's time to go. Everyone is left, except the criminals who they've let loose. They won't be my friends. So I had decided to return to leave as Doll has ordered. Then, I found something. I think it is the key to the vault. It proves the vault is real, and that it's here on Pandora, and that it can be mine. I also learned that, by my calculations, we are near the 200th anniversary of the last vault opening. Within half a year, approximately. If I leave now, I will never make it back in time. I will stay. Maybe one of the convicts will be my friend.
I don't have to reload after every kill. Was falling back on those old 90s gamer instincts. 90s gamer. Ha! I was also an 80s gamer. In the 80s. When I had a mullet.
Remember the 80s? Remember the 90s? I remember!
Friends and I have been watching too much South Park lately. Yes, I had a mullet at a time when it was socially acceptable. What should I use? Ah, your acid can't do jack squat to me. Hate how you can't shoot through even shallow water. I'm probably the only '80s nerd from the '80s to have had a mullet. Nerds don't typically have mullets, except I guess I wasn't your standard issue straight up nerd. More like a nerd geek hybrid. What's the difference? Can't even take out one of those with one shot. What's the difference between a nerd and a geek? Well, in my opinion, nerds tend to be more adept with left brain disciplines, whereas geeks tend to be more right brain. Or they lean more in the right brain persuasion, generally speaking. Zone sportsmanship style. How did I miss that? 2 purples. Will it be any good? Take it or leave it. Good damage. But it does have a Type 2 cylinder, and you know I don't use those. Where'd that other one go? There it is. Wow. Only because of how it's parted. Well, I guess I've got to get some use out of this. Even though it's a 2-shooter, which, you know, I don't use. Now, you know what? I like my doll. Sticking with the doll. Screw what the stats say. This is still the overall better choice. It's those flowers that remind me of Subterranea.
Hi there.
You can tell I've been playing Borderlands 2 and or the pre-sequel a lot because I keep trying to sprint diagonally, like this. Which you can do until you turn. See? So glad they changed that. And this. See, really. For a moment I thought I was stuck on that. I always get stuck on that. Why'd they put that there? If you're going to make an intentional obstruction, make it something worthy of obstructification. Like a great big, I don't know, chunk of concrete. Not just a... you know, an actual piece of a thing. Or something. Oh, you! How did you rechamber your jump so quickly? Hey, let's see what this is. Oh, it's a Vlad. Still a purple. It'll be a 37. Yeah. Slow fire rate for a Vlad, and it has a Type 1 sight. I can tolerate a Type 2, a reflex sight on a machine gun, but I cannot tolerate a scope on a machine gun.
Day 578. I haven't slept in 3 days. I just ate 6 bugs in alphabetical order, starting with Carabus auranitans and ending with a dessert of Tetrix antellata. The information that I've uncovered from my automated deciphering has me closing in on the location of this event. An event I believe to be the opening of the vault. Echo Recorder and I are not together anymore, but I wish him the best, and we remain friends, so that I can keep recording these messages. He agreed, because we need to complete what we set out to do, and document the intensive search for the mythic vault. It's not a myth. It's real.
See if I can remember. I think it's up there. Can't lower the bridge yet.
My apologies, traveler, but for your own protection, the area past this bridge has been designated a Class A danger zone. My scans show that you may not pass. Perhaps you would like to hear an accurate recounting of the local rock site I scanned. I find them quite fascinating. See you next time.
Yeah. Only if you have pictures to go with the see, I like visual aids. When I was a kid, I used to collect golden guides, and I had one on geology. There were these pocket-sized field guides on a variety of different scientific topics. I think I need to use a doomstick in slot 4 for a chance instead of the usual slot 2. Did you see what made me miss stupidly? Because I was backpedaling and ran into a rock. Thought I could just hop over that rock. Will that be a ranger comm? Yes. That was an educated guess.
You like that?
It's not a good one, though. Oh.
I've been alone for an incalculable amount of time. A convict accidentally crossed over into my encampment this morning, and I allowed him to look about before I shot him in the back several times. I was immediately filled with regret upon doing this, because the human contact, no matter how awkward, would have been nice. I decided his name was Leslie, and he had a troubled childhood where people would make fun of him for having a girl's name. And the torment eventually led Leslie to a life of crime and debauchery. There was a tattoo on his bum that looked not unlike the name Patricia. Might have been tattoo. The experience compelled me to move the vault key fragment I found so that it can be safe. It's extremely important, so I've given it to the man known as Crazy Earl. He's not crazy. He doesn't like people. The vault key will be safe with him. I also gave him my underwear.
I like her. She's silly.
Day 684. I seem to be unable to leave camp anymore. I've collected all of the information I need to be able to find the vault, but I'm overcome with terror and instantaneous paralyzation upon any attempt to leave my confines. I believe I have some kind of psychosis. Whatever it is, I'm a prisoner of my own jail, and I will not be able to find anything without help from an outside party. I will put out feelers to see if I can get someone on this rock to grant me assistance. Perhaps I can send an off-world message to attract some vault hunters. Some company would be lovely.
Seriously. Seriously, game. We're doing this? The potential for such a thing to exist simply should not occur.
Another trophy from my wall.
I don't understand how they're able to, when they fly at you and get up in your face like that, it's like they're taking up the same space as you. Like they're hovering in you or over you, enveloping you, and you can't shoot them. Another example of a thing that should not be. More video game logic. You have to jump over a non-obstacle. When an ordinary person could just step up over it, reach their leg up higher, their foot up higher. Get the annoying ones out of the way first. Finish him.
So big, so angry, so dead.
Oh.
All right, boys, take him out.
Hold on just a moment. Is that a spider ant that's not dead? Oh, it's dead. I think. Yeah, it's dead. It's just because there was an item shimmering right next to its carcass. I should try this out on spider ants. And it probably was a he because it had a small abdomen. Should sell some stuff.
Hyperion asks, what good is a gun that doesn't shoot where you point? Get a gun that's as accurate as you are.
Once again, look at this. Excellent damage due to the good body type. I think that's a type 5. Excellent fire rate. Type 2 sight. But it has a 12-round mag. How often does this have to happen?
Easy, suit is real, you'll be able to afford it.
Get even better at this.
Oh, yeah. Go for that. Now. I should check the shops while there are a few minutes left. And it's a good thing I did, because look at this, 2 legendaries in 1 vending machine. I have a defender.
When you got my machines in there scaring needles.
So let's do a comparison.
Mallywine guns shoot more lightning than the next leading competitor.
That's a pretty good defender. Still not going to buy it, though. It would be redundant. Besides, it's a 2-shooter. Not my style. Open up, you. Oh, look. That's pretty good. Type 4 barrel, Type 3 scope. Now let's see what kind of stats. This has... Oh, it's a pounder. Another letdown. What a surprise. This is practically becoming a running gag. Not going to buy that since I have this. But if I didn't already have this, and if I was going for a doll-themed loadout, this would be excellent. I know I haven't used this all that much. But I will. I'm just currently on a doll kick.
Your grenade should do more than just explode. Customize your grenade so real doctor to get my machines and their scary needles.
Don't have to check all the shops, just the ones in these certain areas. Could go to T-Bone Junction, but I don't feel like doing too many jaunts while I'm in the middle of also trying to get an actual side quest done.
Atlas spares no expense in making guns that excel in every area.
Dang, that's pretty good. Not going to buy it because I have Type 1 sight and a 12-round mag. Fail. The running gag persists. If I didn't already have what I have, that's a good pair of penguins. This and this. A matching set.
Let's get our feet out of the dust.
S with a cruddy fire rate as per typical for a common white label. I knew it would be either 4.5 or 4.9. Full auto shotgun, built like a submachine gun. Or is it a flechette style of weapon? Bad barrel type, type 2. Is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt? It's both.
That hurt? What, you like that? Hey, That hurt?
I like bugs in real life. Where I used to work, they used to call me Grissom. You know, Gil Grissom from CSI. Because he was into forensic entomology. Two failed strikes in a row. That was fun. Don't like the scope on it, but I do like Hyperion Doomsticks.
You like that?
You goofbar. Goofbar. Goofball. I was thinking Sawbar right before I said goofball, so it came out as goofbar. Of course, the name Sawbar is a portmanteau of saw as in squad automatic weapon, and bar as in BAR as in Browning automatic rifle. Most Borderlands players don't like assault rifles very much in Borderlands 2.
Buy an Atlas, and you too can see what it feels like to hold the power of the gods in your hands.
Go ahead and sell that, since I've got this and this. And they really are best in the hands of Axton. He can overcome or override their weaknesses. It's almost as if they were handicapped in just such a way to ensure that only Axton, because of his skill set, would be able to make decent use of.
Want to shoot a lot of bullets really fast? Vladov has your needs covered.
Same way, Roland is most able to override the primary weakness of all combat rifles in Borderlands 1, and that is limited magazine capacity. while I'm here, I might as well do this. Then I'll call it for this session. His own sportsmanship style.
Another trophy for my wall.
Ketchup and mustard material tight. I ended up not selling my other ancient. I'll compare it to this one.
That hurt.
One of the reasons why I didn't sell it, even though it's outmoded by what I've got, is because aside from its sentimental value, I wanted to see how it would compare to the next tier up. If I found one that was like, let's say, I don't know, a level 46 to level 51 or 52 ancient shield, I would want to see exactly how much, and if it was the same label color. Blue. Up and over, pile. Ugh. Don't turn simple tasks into chores, please. Is it just me, or does that shotgun cylinder I just picked up look like a 3-shooter? I wish it was. I hate 2-shooters. Here's the way it should work with revolvers. Type 1 cylinder should be 8-shot. Type 2 should be 7. Type 3 should be 6. Type 4 should be 5. Type 5 should be 3. That way each cylinder type has a reason for existence. They would all be balanced between the power they offer versus capacity. Look, 2 of the same thing. That doesn't happen often. I think I thought I had scrounged everything. Let's take a look at this. It has the sights I like. Reload after 1 shot. For a repeater, it's good. You know what? While I'm here, just as shall we say, act of defiance. Actually, the better weapon is this. Beautiful. In real life, I prefer semi-automatic pistols over revolvers as self-defense weapons.
Beat it!
Figured I'd be able to muscle it over there. Muscle it over that rock formation. Junker.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun.
Couple of minutes yet. Check. Yeah, check this. Let's compare. Well, that's interesting. I know I could have just left the one in there. Now this says super fast recharge, and this is just fast recharge. This is the one I had before, isn't it? I should have glanced at that. I didn't think to do that until a split second after I took it out of the bank. So even though the recharge rate is that, because it's an ancient, does that mean that it's granted a bonus on top of that? I was never exactly clear on that, how that works.
The SNS philosophy is tank plus ammo capacity equals I win.
Rapid guerrilla. Accelerated ambush. Let's see if that garage door is open, and let's see if I can get to that. If it is, if I can get to that vending machine before the changeover. If not, no biggie. But who knows? Maybe there's a ledge in there. Nope, too late. So apparently I didn't have literally 40 seconds left. Just sort of close to it.
You just need to shoot more bullets.
That's a pretty good standard issue SMG. I don't need it. If I didn't already have what I have. Now see, could I trust this to fire an acid shot every time? Let's see how it compares to my defiler. Would make a decent matching set. Really interested in a combat rifle that fulfills my two measly requirements. Type 2 sight or better, and an 18 round mag. Of course it has to be on the level. Look at that damage.
Just can't carry enough bullets for your favorite gun? Get your hands here, Stories didn't upgrade. Supply limited.
Oh, if you could do something comparable to gun zerking in this game, imagine pairing up two different elemental thanatoses. What's the plural on that? Not going to buy this one. 3.1 power zoom, that's what my electric one has, right? I don't really care too much for full auto explodey guns that have tech tools. For explodey power, I prefer revolvers and sniper rifles that deliver the effect per shot. If I'm going to use a full auto elemental gun that runs off tech pool, gotta be Delta Oscar Tango.
Time for a nice relaxing drive.
And by that I mean DOT. Damage over time. So that means any elemental other than exploding. Even if I'm playing as a Blastmaster Brick. Once again, that's just a really good, excellent actually, standard issue SMG. Good barrel type. Look at that accuracy. Look at that fire rate. Not going to buy it, since I've got a double anarchy, I'm just saying. If I didn't already have what I have, and if I was playing as Lil and had a Merc comm, this would be, I wouldn't say prime choice. Prime choice would be pretty much what I've already got. Double anarchy. Hellfire. I'm about to call it for this session, but I've got to check the shops at T-Bone Junction. And then go back to Underdome. Since Underdome, the Underdome lobby is my base camp, because that's where the bank is. That's a technique I learned from playing the Stalker games. What you do is you decide on a location to use as a base camp. And it's wherever there's a stash. That way you know you can go back there and resupply if you need to. After you've built up your supplies in that stash. Hoping for a level 46 or better Torg Violator, non-elemental, with a fire rate of at least 10 and no optics. Or a combat rifle that meets my standards. Another Thanatos. Yes, I see his special item. I'm going to check it in just a moment. Not going to buy that Thanatos. Okay, let's see. Oh! It's an elemental. That's another one of my standards. I guess I have more than two. It's got a good scope and everything. It's got a Type 4 barrel, a Type 5 body. I think that's a Type 4 scope. I think that's I don't know what kind of stock that is. Type 4 or 5. Anyway, good parts. Good fire rate, excellent fire rate. 12 round mag though, that kills it, and it's an elemental. Oh yeah, that's a 53. So.
I hope to see you again soon.
Still, the running gag persists. I don't get it.
What do you want? Spit it out.
Get your meds here.
More than one of my other characters, I've got... I think at least one
Give me a shout if I
each
can help you.
of every character who, in their collection, has some kind of decent combat rifle. Brick has a good doll pounder. One of my other Mordys has a good Hyperion combat rifle. Cobra, I think. One of my Rolands has an excellent red Cobra. What was in here? Nothing interesting. But look at this. It's a green 42 And check out that damage. Basic repeater. Got some stuff done. Next time it'll be this. And then crawl. Till next time, catch you on the flip side. And see you next mission.